Hello, welcome back traders. Welcome to Forex Black Box channel. I'm going to analyze the pound pairs and gold market for the coming week. Uh, just let me recap first thing first about NFP. NFP didn't work. It wasn't really good numbers, and that's why we have stock and gold that are opposite each other now. Slightly risk off. But I expected that before the NFP because um, the USD yen, it was already topping up on some resistance. In my stream on Friday morning, I did mention that before the NFP itself, that it looks like it's already priced in. I'm looking for pullback at this highs. I will show you shortly. Let me actually show you now. Actually, here we go. So I'm viewing an hourly. Let's also look on the daily quickly. Before the NFP, we were here at these three highs, and I did mention that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and the sixth day it's up high, and we made a new low here, the previous low. So we made a new lower high, lower than this low. So that's indicating that we should do that and come back down. But Trump and the war and NFP headlines just to bring it up all the way up to this resistance area, which is a very good area to short, but not for a long time because I'm expecting that to come back down here, at least at this consolidation area, to continue up if you want to, or retest this area again. Probably going to break it next time, come back, retest, and maybe increasing up in price. Stock itself, it was just pulled back. It did all-time highs. S&P did all-time highs and come back now, broke the previous support. Um in S&P, so broke the previous swing low, and we playing around here. We'll come back again, and we did this. So the shape of the price action itself, it was like that. We had this pullback, and we come back and make a new high, and we'll come back down to this support area. We broke it, and we start to play here slow. It was Friday late in Eastern time in US, and there was not really much of volume going on, and that's why it's slowing down. But I expect it to come back up again to retest this all-time highs if we don't have any news regarding Iran and US. But Iran just mentioned this morning they admitted they are responsible for the plane taken down by human error of missile shooting some US airplane, and instead they did shoot civilian ones, which is sadly, really, the people that passed away, and it's sad for everyone. And almost the civilians, the one they paying the price between two EGA country like US, Iran. So, so Iran blamed the US for starting this situation. So at the moment, we don't have any news of the market. Obviously, the market is offline, so we don't have any um, evidence of if this news is going to actually affect the market or not. All I can tell you from here, when I was talking about my stream, I was here. The prices was here before NFP and it popped up, and as I expected to this area, I wanted to exit here, but I exit my position here at this highs. Not exactly. I didn't want to wait until London close, so I exit my position here as soon as you get me in a good profit. I entered somewhere here and I exit here. My took profit was somewhere here and here, but I just want to exit. I want to close the week as soon as possible, so I did close here. I didn't close at the NFP itself. I waited for it to increase more, but I had to leave my desk, so I had to close my position to be secure over the weekend. And look at that, it went up actually, and we hold here now. Let's see if it's gonna come back down here, and we'll try to come back up, continue the move up to this area here. Probably is gonna do that on a 1 hour time frame. So watch out for Monday, how that's gonna play. So we will be looking for bullback to retest this breakout area. So we're still inside this box. Don't forget that there's a boxy here. We're still inside it. We breach below it, and we start to consolidate, and we try to break this triangle. which it did break out, and that's confirming my trading is gonna go through. And my stop loss was just below this low originally from here, and it was here. If I'm wrong, I will be taken out. If I'm correct, I will be getting money. And that's the key, guys, for managing your trades. If you think your trade is not working out and is showing some weakness, you just exit it, scratch it. You save yourself so much money, and your mindset will understand that you're gonna see that more often, and you need to practice your mindset to, or your brain or your subconscious, that you will accept any small losses instead of accepting major losses. Big one will really kill you sooner or later. So if an FB will turn out to be a positive, if turn out to be a positive, I will be exiting as soon as possible. I'm not gonna wait for my stop loss. I will just exit, because that trade is not valid trade for me anymore, and there is no point for me to wait until I hit my stop loss. The hub is not in the market, guys. The hub, it's just something else. But in the market, it's a business. There is no hub in business. Market is a business. Trading is a business. So keep in mind that all the time. There's no hub. If the business is not working out, don't still hold on the loser just to get an exit. Even if you lost a little bit, better than you lose huge. And with time, you will see that it will work out very well for you. 80% return if you do that more often. If the trade is not working out, it's okay. If you exit here and maybe you were wrong and it starts to continue back up, you enter again. It's okay. In Forex, it's free to enter in and out. There's no fees and stuff like that. There's no like future and stock. You have to pay every time. So here we go. We have a nice price action. In my opinion, I can see that nice price action at this level. I'm expected to come back down here, and if breach again this area, I will be long for my original target. Then we'll see where we go from here. Okay, I'll move on to pound. So as I did already mention what's happening here, so let's move on. Okay, as you see here, some of you guys, I don't remember what his name, he was short. I told him he was short early Friday morning. He was short somewhere here. I told him that be careful because NFP is not going to be good. And if he's not going to be good, we're going to see pound going back up, which he did indeed go up, but not much. We just try to test it here and we'll close the day red, which is lucky for him. I hope that he already exit, because I don't know, because of what happened now. Probably the stock, it was already closed low on Friday, so we're expecting that Monday it will back up here again to retest these areas. So I'm looking for it bound to come back up again slowly, start to consolidate and continue back up to create another small channel inside the lower time frame. If I go to hourly, as you can see, it didn't go anywhere really. It just is still in here, still inside here, but the most of the trade were up there. We have one spike, two spike, and only one down here, and the second one here for the closing. So let's see how's Monday will work out, or tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. We'll see how that gonna go. If we want to continue retest this area, that would be a good trade to long it back in again. I will be waiting for it to break this trend line for confirmation, come back, retest it, and continue back up. That's my play on Monday for pound USD. If we look on the daily, I'm still targeting this still valid pattern. I'm still on this pattern. It's looking like it's holding and it's doing it's what's supposed to do. With as long as we still have higher low than this low, then we will very much likely will break this high at least. If you want to take your profit here, that's fine, but I will prefer to take some of my profit up there. I will be like leaving 20% on the table. I will take 80% off here, this area, if I enter somewhere here. My stop loss will be below this swing low. Okay. Um, Same goes here. As you can see, since the pound and dollar was weak. Let me just get it closer. So since dollar was weaker and pound was a little bit really it was not doing anything at all. If it does, pound USD will be like smashing up since the dollar was weak. So I didn't see any buyer on pound at all. There's no much buying power, and that's why we stuck there and giving way to euro to increase in price. So watch out for breakout of this area here to continue that pattern up, and probably it's going to be bullback. It's going to be higher lows than this one. Then we confirming uptrend start to develop. Okay, so wait for break in this area to see higher high than this high. Probably is gonna hit this green line I'm waiting for. Normally, market doesn't go only to the area of interest. Sometimes they increase a little bit in price in case if someone try to pick up short, which as soon as people start jumping short here, the price actually go the opposite side. The market maker actually push the price more higher so they can get paid from the stop loss hunt. Then they push the market down to the original direction. So watch out for that and clean this. So what I'm looking for to break this area, this trend line. It's a mixed bag of trend line, but if you look closely, we have a trend line. We approach it once, we'll come back. We didn't really close below this low. We just almost just broke it by a pip, and we'll come back up again. We broke this area. We have a two green days. We broached that trend line. This is one. We had a two green days too, and we still in higher low motion. So we're still here. So we've got three qualified uh, ticks for that trade. The first one for me is to break the high. Then we'll confirm that we actually going up. Even I don't have to jump in again straight away. I just wait for a pullback in a small time frame and wait for that push back up. Now we have a four qualified ticks to take that trade. Okay, that's how you do it. That's the best thing to do to find a good reasons to get in the trade. You need to look for uh, any technical qualification to make you take this trade. This qualified one, we have 2 days, two. We didn't create a new low, we still three. The first one for me is to break a new high of the previous day, and that's a trigger buy stops up there for people to take that trade up to this area. Then my target will be maybe somewhere here, or maybe a little below. So you could take you take your take profit at right at the point or below it a little bit if you don't want to wait, or above it if you want to break it down to 20/80 pattern. That's why I do 20/80, 80% first, then after that I leave 20 to run for higher runner. So I leave one runner. Okay, guys, let's go on for the next. What is it? China, US. As you can see that we're trending down here. I will just quickly do it. I'm trying to get my head around this pair. I've drawn that for a very long time before, and I was waiting for this to trigger, but it did actually close here. However, it did actually meet my target down here. I'm waiting for it to back up again. Probably gonna do some pullback to these highs and continue back down. That's a bigger time frame. That's 1 day. Okay. Pound yen. As you can see, yen getting some strings, and Friday, as you can see, stopping up. What's going on here was a price action. You can see here we have this area connected with this area here. It's kind of like a top in here. So there's a lot of volume going on in this place and this price range. So my advice for you is to wait either to break this or to break this high or low, and you box it. And when you qualified that you wanted to go up, you go with it. If you qualified, you go down, you go with it. So what do I have? I have a trend line broken. I've got two green days, no new low. So we have one trend line, two, no new low yet created. Three will break out of the trend line. Four, I'm waiting for it to break this um, consolidation area. I like it to see it up there. Even if I'm buying too expensive, but I'm looking for the price to be nicely here. Must my reward risk is going to be very low. It's going to just below this range. But when you break that range, come back retest, I will be entering for up high move, and I will be leaving my stop loss here. Risk and reward itself very nice, as you can see. We clear this out. If you break and come back retest, I will be leaving my order here, and I will be leaving my stop loss here. In the low time frame, will show me that you want to continue back up, and so on and so forth. My risk and reward, it's quite nice, as you can see. That's my reward, that's my risk. Very nice. So wait for it. It's not ready yet to take a trade here, so stand by for this one. Aussie getting strong, as you can see. Plus pound was weak, so we have tried to do some trend lining here. As soon as I start to break new low, swing low, then this one, if I see this coming here, that's good. Wait for retest. And if you come back down, then I will be taking it. But at this moment, maybe it will come back up because in my back in my head, the stock it was down on Friday. I'm not sure if that pattern is going to continue. If it's more uncertainty about Trump and Iran, let's see. So the stock is down. Aussie is showing some momentum here because maybe pound is weak. We're going to look at the index shortly, but just wait for it to be complete. There is no any certain pattern, but only this range. We're still inside this range here. So I don't recommend that you do anything. We could do green day here, then red day again, then green and break higher, fake out and continue back down. So you can play that range in the lower time frame if you want to play only between 50 pips, 50 to maybe 70 to 80 pips. Sometimes it does move. So let's see how big is the day, how big is the range itself. The range itself is about 200 bips, 180 bips you could say. If I just do this now here and try to put in the box here, the most important range, don't take the wick, just leave the wicks at the most areas. As you can see here, this is where inside the range. When we finish this range, we'll break higher. But the thing is, we broke the range, coming back green very strong, come back slowly red. So that could be up move. If we connect these 2 points together, probably that is up move. So maybe that will come back down here and try to go back up again, and that will create what you call butterfly pattern. Okay, that's one way to take it. But if you come down here and confirm that it wanted to do that pattern, then I will be long on the lower time frame to catch up with this pattern, just like pound USD, guys. Okay, so watch out, just keep it on your watch list and draw your tool around. I expect this one. Let me draw it for you guys now because I'm sure you will take that trade. So what are we looking for? We're looking for to come back around the 60. We'll just put it at 60, 61% Fibonacci, maybe 62. The 88, I always look for the 88. And where is the 88 meeting? If you look here at the stops, then when we go a little bit high, you break it, maybe halfway of this range. We'll talk about 92 to 90% back up, or maybe 88. Just to make it simple here, because that's days. Here we go. I'm gonna look it, and from there we should go down. So I'm gonna put another. Try to be creative. Let's see. That possibly they're gonna go down here to this area. So let's see how that's gonna play. I will leave this here. I'm gonna lock these guys so we don't lose anything. So I expect that one maybe come down a little bit in the middle of this range. What happened here? We're gonna come in the middle of this range. We're gonna meet the trend line. So we have two qualifier here, two qualifier to continue back up. And the third one is going to be when you show me some green days on the low time frame of 4 hours is showing me actually trending. So we got 1, 2, 3. The fourth one, it will be when that break that trend line itself between the point X and point B, and we should see break out of here, come back, do this, and continue back up. That will be my first qualifier to take that trade. I will leave my stop loss at the previous red day. Okay, very simple, as you can see, as you can do. Easy said, hard to be done. Okay, so it's hard to follow up day by day to do this. However, if you split all your risk across a few pairs, okay, you split up. If your only maximum is one lot, you break that one lot all across qualified trades, and every day you do that, you're not gonna feel the pain of one trade only holding. You're gonna be like appreciated that you split your risk across the pairs. Okay, moving on. New Zealand, as you can see, still in consolidation, and New Zealand itself, it was a little bit weak. I'm waiting for it to retest this trend line. We'll see how it's going to react here. We could long it to test this area. So far, what we're doing was stalled here. We'll come back up again and we retest. We test this spike up. After that, we popped up again and we come back test here. I don't see momentum. The momentum is very slow. What we have like a one pop up, come back quickly, retest it after one candle, another one, a red and green consolidation. So we waiting for something here. Not sure what it is between New Zealand. New Zealand is a little bit weaker because of risk off. Is moving with Aussie. So let's draw this together and we'll see if we're gonna break up again. We'll make another level here and we're gonna do the same thing. Then maybe that is gonna go down afterward. However, you need to draw this as well. If you keep holding this inside this channel, looks like that. See that if it's gonna hold to continue down, you can long it. If bound starts to show some momentum up, you can long it after the breakout, but you get your take profit around this area. Your stop loss will gonna be below here and waiting for it to come back down or retest here, hold, continue back up to break out. And what I can see that is not really showing me some interesting pattern. It's just consolidation sideways. However, when that happen, both of pound and New Zealand are strong, and that's why they're doing this. There is no momentum between the two sides that keep pulling each other left or right, ups and down. I mean here, left or right or ups and down, like consolidation in the same place. None of them weaker than the other, and that's why there is no momentum going on. And that's it. That's Euro New Zealand. Really is a long term for me. This pair, I realize it's a long term. If you pick some positions in interesting area, and you hold for it for some time, it will pay off. It depends if you're long is gonna be the swaps is gonna be up for you. The swaps is gonna be costing you swaps. If you short it, probably the swaps is gonna be free or you earn on it. As you can see that you can leave it for some period of time and you follow up on it every day. Intraday is very hard to trade it unless there's momentum going on. If you can see that breakout, maybe you can jump in for a couple of days, you make some profit over the week. But if you want to leave it for 3 months to 4 months to see how it go ups, downs, so that's how it look like. News don't normally go for far distance. They don't consolidate. They don't wait for news. They normally got some price of interest from point to point. However, between these 2 points, you're gonna see some waves and stuff. So don't be alarmed. It's all noise. But however, we targeting that noise. We targeting this area, and we getting from here like a train stop, stop A, stop B. That's what is your interest in too. Don't worry about any medium noise. That's my opinion for Euro New Zealand because as well as much as it is moving slow as well. If you want to invest on it, but I like to invest on pound New Zealand because they move fast and they move a lot during the day. That's why I prefer pound New Zealand. CAD. Well, I actually need to move this up here. So next time when I go next. Okay. So as you can see that I have a position already on CAD, bound CAD. I'm short since Friday morning. I think it was Friday morning, Thursday or Wednesday actually. Hang on, Friday, Thursday. So it's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Here we go. So I'm shorting this pair because it already come up here at this resistance area and is bumped down. We break a new swing low, and we kind of consolidate here. And it looks like the momentum is losing. I expect that to go down here and start to do that again and keep going. We just break into pieces. We will take it slowly. And our oil is itself. Oil was high over the weekend. Sorry, it was high on Friday because the stock was risk off. Oil increase, potential of war. Since Iran now admitted that's the one that are responsible for the plane taken down, probably we're going to see the stock more higher because there's going to increase the tension between Iran and US. And Trump probably is going to do some. I don't know what Trump is going to do. I didn't really follow up on his tweet yet, but yeah, let's see. So yeah, I'm still shorty here and see how that's gonna play. So for me, it's like it's consolidate here, it's taking break to keep going down more. But I'm happy to take my profit here at this area at the first price of this zone itself and see how it's going to play. Is one chunk only. I'm not gonna break it down to pieces, so not that 2080. Uh, I think that Switzerland, Swiss, I don't really trade it, so I'll leave that for you unnecessary to analyze it. But as you can see, we're inside the channel anyway. It's inside the channel consolidation, few days, couple of weeks, still in the same area, same price. We didn't break in a new low. We're still in the same area here. So wait for it to break from here. Probably it's gonna come back up here. If bound getting strong, risk on. We're gonna see this bear going down to this area here and here. Okay, and here you look left, you see how much of interest going on, how much volume has been traded in this area, and probably is gonna stall here because all this volume here. Probably stop loss or take profit at this area here. Okay. Yeah. If risk off come to the market, we're gonna see it coming down. If bound getting weaker, it's gonna double the speed. And if risk off getting really strong, we're gonna see a big chunk of move down here quickly. Quick move. It's gonna be a quick move. If risk off big and Trump trying to get that war on the table again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's go to. Let me just change the color. Okay, that's the indexes. As you can see, bound is still inside this range. There's no any particular news to move it. So bound is in a sleep mode. We have CAD is lost a little bit of momentum since US. I'm not sure why they had good employment rate, unemployment rate. So I don't know why it's going down. Not sure about that. It's quite interesting. Maybe you want to retest this area. There's not much buyer. Maybe the price is too expensive and they're waiting for to retest the moving average and this high. So let's wait for it. Euro, as you can see, as usual, there's nothing interesting about euro. Dollar, it was interesting because that's a nice high area here. I expect that to come back down here, retest to make some consolidation here. Then we'll see if you want to break up again, continue, or go down again. Let's see, because if the stock go up, then dollar is going to go up too. Yen, as you can see, yen is kind of consolidating here. We'll come back to this range. We still didn't create any new low. We had 1, 2, 3 days red on the index. Probably we will see some pullbacks next week, halfway at least 50%. And here New Zealand, as you can see, New Zealand is consolidating at these levels. Is a boxy here, as you can see that we are below the moving average. Hopefully we're gonna back up again to retest this high. Probably we're gonna do cup and candle pattern and continue back up momentum. As you can see, Aussie, we have 1, 2, 3 days green. Finally, we had a previous breakout here. Green, sorry, not breakout exactly, but we had a big chunky red day. We had 1, 2, 3 days. We broke above it and we close above it, which is a good sign. Aussie showing some momentum. Probably we're gonna close this gap and we will some consolidation and maybe we'll pull back 50% and we'll continue back up. Swiss, as you can see, is doing the same story as Euro. They kind of correlate to each other or they move in the same behavior. And that's it, guys. What I want to look at. Just get the news quickly, so I was not prepared. Oh, I didn't prepare it. That's something else here. Oh, let's see what's Trump saying. Okay, 90 years in the proof. Okay. Yeah, he's always bullying everybody around. Let's see how Trump is going to behave in 2020. He already started the year with a potential war. Let's see. So the coming up week, here's some high impact news. Bound, NBC. We got CBI. Okay, CBI year in year. Let's see how they're gonna play. We got Euro, some Euro news. ECB. So it looks like we're back on full next week. We're back on head strong news. We got some retail sales as well for Friday for pound 9:30 in the morning. They're gonna be cooling back on pound. So if you see pound from Monday going down, then expect that is waiting for this news. And the middle of the week here, Wednesday, we will see how that gonna move the market. Could push it down, could push it up. Just to monitor the bound from Monday up to this point here, because that could move the market really well. is months and months, so they expecting less. So watch out for the band. Probably band will do some lows as well because these numbers they're expecting lower, and let's see how they're gonna play. Okay, guys, and that's it. I think I will be streaming. I will be streaming live on Monday, 10 to 10:15 a.m. London time, and I will be staying there for only 1 hour to just reviewing again the opening of Monday or the opening of the day every day. And also I will be trying to create entry video to show you some price action. This idea I will when it's ready you will see it. I don't have to explain it now. I'm just working on it this weekend and see if I will be able to complete it or what I'm gonna do about it. Okay. Okay, guys. I'd like to thank you very much for attending and all the best next week trades and happy new year if you are just started to trade next week and all the best. Also, I have Telegram group. You will find it down in the description. The link for it, if you like to join. Sometime I leave ideas. I leave link to the new video I created and all the stuff. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a lovely the rest of the weekend. Cheers. Take care. Bye.